My beloved child, I see you pausing here, scrolling through yet searching for more. Stay. Let these words find their home in you. They carry the weight of my heart, a message you've been quietly asking for. In whispers or in sighs, you've wondered, God, if you're really there, show me something. This is it. Not coincidence. Not random. This moment is a divine intersection, your sign. Please, don't scroll past. Let these words echo deeper than sound. Hear with your spirit. You've become skilled at hiding your exhaustion. You wear strength like armor, yet inside, your soul aches for rest. I see how hard you try, how tired you've become while carrying burdens not meant for your shoulders. You ask, am I failing? Am I seen? Yes, you are seen. You don't have to perform for me. You don't need scripted prayers or perfection. I want your unfiltered heart. I miss it. I miss you. Not the version that smiles through sorrow, but the raw, honest soul who once sat with me in quiet trust. If your heart longs for me, speak it aloud. Yes, I need you. Let your faith rise. Let your voice reach my heavens. I am ready to pour blessings you've forgotten to hope for. This is a sacred crossroad in your life. Doors are opening, but storms, too, gather in the distance. I, the Lord your God, see it all. I know every twist in the path ahead, both the shadows and the sun. You may think you have time. I'll focus on God tomorrow. But time is thinner than it seems. This sign is a gift of urgency wrapped in love, a nudge toward the way of peace. If you brush it aside, you may miss a turn that leads to everything you've been aching for. So listen, not casually. Let your heart stay awake through the rest of what I will say. From my eternal view, I see the whole of your journey, the regrets and victories, the closed doors and the divine appointments. This message is a lifeline, a call to shift from pain into purpose. You've questioned your worth too many times. You've asked, does anyone truly care? I do. I always have. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Your mistakes and shortcomings, they don't erase your identity in me. You were never a random soul. I planted within you unique gifts, passions, and wisdom divinely designed. Do not let disappointment derail you. This is the sign you quietly prayed for. A new season waits, but old patterns may try to hold you hostage. That's why I sent this urgent whisper. Open your heart. Let me in deeper. Let me walk with you through the unknown, through the decisions you face right now. I know how lonely it feels when others don't understand your path, when your faith seems foolish to them. But I see every small act of courage, every step of trust you take, and I will honor them in ways you cannot yet imagine. People will question you. Why change? Why risk it all on a God you can't see? But I know the outcome of every path. When I urge you to move or to stay still, it's because I see what lies ahead. And you ask me, what do I do? The answer is simpler than you think. Start with a willing heart. Pause. Reflect. Let this message soak in. Speak to me, not with perfect words, just with honesty. Take the next step of faith, even if it's small. I'll supply the courage. You are not too far gone. You are not disqualified. Your calling remains. Your story is still unfolding. Yes, you've made mistakes. Yes, you've doubted. But those things don't define you. I do. And I call you redeemed, chosen, deeply loved. Let go of the guilt, the shame, the resentment. the pressure. You've carried them long enough. Let me carry you now. Lay it all at my feet. I won't judge. I will heal. You were never created to walk alone. I am here always. Share this message with those weary souls around you. Watch how my light breaks through their darkness too. I will rebuild what was shattered, restore what was stolen, breathe new life where all felt lost. Just stop running. Stop numbing yourself with noise. Be still. Be brave. Let me in again. Don't mistake my patience for silence. Some hear a word like this, feel a tug in their heart, and then drift back into the routine. The days blur, the urgency fades. Don't let that be you. Act on what you feel. Let it move you. Let it change you. Every warning I whisper is rooted in love. Every sign I send is meant to bring you closer. The world may grow loud, cold, cynical, but my arms are always open. I know your past, your present, your future. Still, I call you mine. This message is not to condemn. It is a divine rescue. You've faced heartbreak, loss, confusion, but the story isn't over. The best is yet to come if you walk with me. Don't ignore this sign. Let it echo within long after your eyes stop reading. Let it ignite your courage. Let it awaken your purpose. Let it be the beginning of a new chapter, one led not by fear, but by faith. I am ready to pour into you peace, power, provision. As deep as your trust goes, so too will my blessings flow. I see your struggle. I hear your prayers, even the ones you've never spoken aloud. I am making a way where you see none. Click join, click like, click whatever it takes. But more importantly, click open the door of your heart. This is your moment. With eternal love, the one who formed you, the one who sees you, the one who still has more for you. Release the bitterness you've harbored, and if you dare to grasp hope with both hands, clinging tightly to unwavering faith, you will behold transformations that will leave you breathless. Blessings will pour like cascading waters into your finances, mend the jagged edges of fractured relationships, infuse your body with renewed vitality, and set your soul ablaze with a luminous, steady purpose. My beloved, I reach out to you with love that defies measure. My words are a balm to your heart and a compass to your soul. Listen intently, for I have wonders prepared with your name etched upon them. Subscribe to my grace and allow it to usher you into a life teeming with abundance. I envision your home as a sanctuary, a haven saturated with my goodness, where harmony presides, joy swirls like incense in the air, and your heart overflows with the tangible weight of my presence. You are my cherished creation, intricately woven by my hands. Cloak yourself in my promises as you would a thick, comforting quilt on the coldest winter's eve. Let your soul find repose in the immutable truth of who I am. Constant, unshakable, your rock beneath unsteady feet. I will never leave you groping in emptiness nor defenseless in your hour of need. Lay down your frustrations and take my outstretched hand. I will lead you into a season of flourishing more radiant than anything you've imagined. Last night, as your mind churned and rest evaded you, I watched over you. I saw the whirl of your thoughts, the ancient wounds rising unbidden, the anxious flames of tomorrow's unknowns. Yet amidst the storm, I saw those sacred pauses, glimmers of trust breaking through the weariness. Do you know how those moments move me? When you reach for me, even from the pit of exhaustion, it sings to my spirit. It reveals your steadfast love, your hunger for me that outshines every shadow. Yes, I delight in your triumphs. but it is your unrelenting faith, your refusal to let go of me, that captivates me most deeply. You believe I am near, that my love for you is an inextinguishable flame. Your faith is not fragile. It is no delicate ornament for display. It is a roaring inferno, a force that decimates fear, dismantles barriers, and calls others into the hope you carry. It radiates warmth into frozen hearts and becomes a salve to the broken. My word is the divine fire fueling this blaze, and I have crowned you with authority to stand, to rise, to conquer storms that once threatened to consume you. Through this faith, you root yourself in the certainty of my love, a love that steadies you when the world trembles. Just as dawn shatters night, my compassion rises over you. There is no place too distant, no grief too deep, where I won't reach down and gather you into my arms. My love is indomitable, unchained by time or circumstance. Rest in this truth. When life bears down and your strength fades, I will be the breath in your lungs. When the road blurs ahead, I will illuminate your path. When rejection stings, I will cradle you in my refuge. I am lavishing grace upon you, endless, abundant, and divine. My longing is for you to know the full breadth of my devotion, to feel how fiercely I desire your nearness. And yes, I ask for your heart in return. Cling to my commandments like a lifeline. Walk the sacred path where blessings lie, treasures disguised in the ordinary. Dive into my word, for within it are answers to your soul's cries, keys to victories that will echo into generations not yet born, who will one day marvel at the legacy of favor you leave behind. You are nestled in my care, shielded beneath my wings. Your family, too, rests beneath my watchful gaze. I was with you in battles past. I stand with you now, and I will remain with you through every tomorrow. There will be times I invite you to rest, to pause from the relentless demands and refill your soul in my presence. Silence the world's noise, and let your heart tune to the melody of my voice. Gentle, healing, alive with love. Be a beacon to those still searching. Share this message. Let my love reach aching hearts through you. I see your quiet acts of faith, your hours spent in scripture, your whispered prayers. These are not unseen. They are seeds, blossoming into peace, into intimacy with me. You've grown wise, no longer swayed by fickle opinions or desperate for fleeting approval. Your identity is anchored in me, and in that truth, you are unshackled. Yes, there will be those who peer in with envy, stunned by the favor I've poured upon you. Let them whisper, let them doubt. You need not respond. You are defended by a God of infinite power. I see your heart, pure and surrendered. Leave their schemes to me. Rise above in dignity. I held you in the darkest hours, and now I watch you bloom. Do you think I would abandon you now? Never. You entrusted me with your journey, and that decision echoes through eternity. Your home will testify to my provision. Recall the times I carried you, when you thought I had gone silent. Remember how I wove answers into your prayers while you waited. Let that memory anchor you. You are eternally embraced by my presence. I know every secret longing, every unshed tear, every unspoken hope. Let that awaken joy within you. Stand firm upon the bedrock of my promises. Let no fleeting emotion sway you. You are seen. You are known. You are loved beyond imagination. My word is the eternal wellspring, an anchor amidst chaos, a sanctuary in the storm. When doubt howls and fear threatens to drown your spirit, my truth remains unmoved. Reject every lie that contradicts what I have declared over your life. My love for you is not delicate. It is forged in the furnace of eternity, unbreakable and everlasting. Yes, darkness may encroach. Yes, arrows of despair may fly. But you are not left exposed. I have armed you with celestial strength, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, the living sword of my spirit. These are not symbols. They are power made manifest. With a word, I can shift the tide of any battle. Legions of angels surround you now, their swords drawn, protecting you beyond what your mind can yet grasp. Lift your voice. Let your trust in me resound across dimensions. Your faith moves heaven. Even now, you are encircled by guardians, vigilant until your rising. I, the Eternal One, have sworn to fulfill my glorious design for your life. Breathe. Let peace settle into your bones. Let the burdens fall away like autumn leaves. When words fail to capture what you feel in my presence, know this, it is real. Let that nearness shape your every step. Whether you soar or stumble, I am steadfast. When loneliness slinks in, whisper my name. I will flood your soul with strength. From dawn until midnight, my gaze remains fixed on you. Yes, the waiting has been long. But understand this. A blessing of extraordinary weight requires a foundation meticulously laid. The delay is not denial, it is divine design. Look back. See how fire shaped your faith, how you stood when all else crumbled. Now, you're ready. Do not let weariness steal your expectation. The tapestry being woven will eclipse your boldest dreams. Climb. At the summit, you will behold my glory. You will see, my eyes never left you. My voice was working even in the silence. Your trust, your stubborn hope, has risen to me like incense, precious and pure. Now, share this message. Find 3 souls who need my healing. Watch how miracles unfold through your obedience. There were days when you doubted, when silence felt like abandonment, but I was always near. My angels moved on your behalf, shielding, mending, preparing. You pressed closer, not farther. You chose faith over fury. That stirred me deeply. I treasure those who walk with me in both triumph and trial. You were not made for mediocrity. Your purpose is sculpted by divine hands. There is greatness in your compassion, strength in your perseverance, and hope that leads others to light. Your story will ripple outward, lifting, healing, illuminating. I will lead you from victory to victory. Let your life become a psalm of endurance, a banner of my glory. Declare my love boldly. Testify to the wonders I've done and those yet to come. Let others see and follow. I will anoint your words with power and clarity. Seek wisdom. Cultivate hope. Walk forward. Your season of stillness is over. The time is now. My favor is about to overflow in ways you cannot yet imagine. And when it does, all will know that I am the Lord who reigns, who blesses, who never forsakes. No venomous word, no malicious whisper can shake your value. I alone define you. Place your tender dreams in my hands. I know each one. Trust me to breathe life into them at just the right moment. Fix your gaze on me. Walk with me. My hand is wrapped around yours. Nothing can pry you from my hold. If you felt my presence in these words, respond. Make your faith known. Step out of fear and into strength. I have stood between you and every enemy's blow. Even now, I am guiding your feet. Even in darkness, my light is before you. Even in silence, I am speaking peace. Pause. Let me whisper again. You are loved, not just for today, forever. Look to the stars. They shine because I said so. The sun warms you because I willed it. These are your signs, reminders that you are endlessly precious to me. As night descends, release your cares into my hands. Let them fall like leaves on the wind. Rest, child of my heart. I am with you, always. Light a fire that awakens the spirit. Set hearts ablaze, not with noise, but with the quiet heat of purpose. Stir souls to chase after all that is just and pure. Let them look at you and marvel, not at ease, but at endurance. Let them ask how you kept hope alive when everything else fell away. Then tell them about the Father who never lets go, the one who lifts what's fallen, mends what's broken, and leads with a gentleness that never falters. Don't shield your story. Let the world see the imprints of your battles. The scars, the softened places, they bear witness to the wars you've survived. Show them how my grace outshines every wound, how my love stitches torn places with threads spun from heaven. Lift my name in this, and hearts will be drawn into the unfolding epic of redemption. I linger with you in the hush, treasuring the cadence of your heartbeat, the whisper of your prayers, even those too quiet to be voiced. The tears you've wept in secret, I've caught every one. To me, they are sacred. Bring me your silent grief, your gnawing doubts, the shame buried beneath layers. Let me lift the weight and trade it for unshakable truth. You are accepted. I don't measure your worth by your missteps. In my gaze, you are mercy draped and renewal bound. Step boldly into that identity. Let it recast your reflection and redefine the peaks you dare to climb. In my presence, purpose is not guessed, it is sealed. No hand can steal what I have marked as yours. You were crafted for a calling no one else can carry. There's no need to compete or compare. Weave your story, your ache, your gift into the fabric of my kingdom. Every thread matters. I orchestrate moments. I align the divine in the mundane. You will stand in awe at how perfectly placed you've always been. What you call chance, I call choreography. Cling to this hope. Let it fuel your dreams and hush your fears. Open your eyes. The goodness has already begun to break through. Pause. Count the blessings laced into your days. Gratitude sharpens your sense of my nearness. I am the God who sees beyond horizons, who reclaims your past, and who stands in the now. Lean into my leading. Release the anxiety that clutters your mind. Fix your focus on this moment. I've parted oceans before. I'll do it again. Keep your heart ready. You will cross the impossible. And on the other side, your voice will rise in anthem. He is faithful. I see the silent ache in your spirit, the midnight hunger for my voice. You wonder if I still speak, if I still soothe. Hear me now. I never stopped, even when life's noise deafened your ears. I was near. I am near, alive in every breath, present in every burden. I know the weight of what you carry, the lack, the rejection, the battle inside your mind. But my strength doesn't bend under your sorrow. My grace doesn't retreat in your darkest hour. My beloved, I chose you to carry my love. Send this message to the wounded, the waiting, the weary. Watch my peace wrap around them like morning light. Come, unfiltered. Don't hold back. Pour out your grief like a river. Let it flow into my hands like a child rushing to open arms. You were never made to carry this alone. Watch how I turn sorrow into songs, ashes into art, and emptiness into an altar, even when you feel undeserving. Know this. My love is not earned by your flawlessness. It's lavished because you are mine. You may doubt my delight in you, but I call you treasure, masterpiece, beloved. I see past the wreckage to the wonder I'm forming. If self-doubt ever whispers that you've failed me, hear this. I do not define you by the false. I see the divine spark within. I am relentless in nurturing it, fanning it from flicker to flame, crafting purpose in the fire. Your past does not name you. You are being sculpted by a future drenched in glory. When trust feels fragile, when love has betrayed you, when hope seems a fading star, look to me. I am your steady place, your unshakable foundation. Bring me every burden, every hidden ache, every flicker of longing. Nothing is too heavy for my arms, nothing too small for my touch. I delight in the rawness of your prayers. Triumph shouted, tears surrendered, dreams dared. These aren't words flung to the sky. They are the threads of a living, breathing bond. Let me fill your emptiness with a peace that stretches beyond the moment. Lift your gaze. See the cosmos I choreographed. Every star named, every orbit known. How much more do I attend to you? You are more precious than the sparrow. Your life is not an accident. It is art. When fear whispers that you are unseen, anchor yourself in this. You are a vital thread in my tapestry. Each sunrise is a fresh chance to sense my nearness. Life buzzes and blurs. Tasks, screens, and noise overwhelm. But I invite you to pause. Just breathe. In the stillness, my spirit sweeps over you, and the lens through which you see life shifts. Say it simply. God, I'm here. I need you. That cry pierces every fog. Make it your rhythm. Pause. Lift your heart. Watch how fear dissolves and faith takes root. And forgiveness? It is not weakness. It is holy boldness. Release your clenched fists from others, from yourself. Let my healing flood into those bruised places. Bitterness is a slow death, but forgiveness? It is resurrection. Trust me with the justice. My timing is perfect. My judgment's true. As you lay down resentment, I will exchange your scars for wisdom, your pain for compassion, even your quiet prayers. Yes, those. They reach me. I am not a distant king requiring polished rituals. I am your father, leaning in. Speak, and stay long enough to hear me whisper back. Some answers blaze. Some rise slow, like dawn. But all are part of a pattern spun for your good. Even now, I am refining you. When resources run thin, I am teaching you that I provide. When relationships stretch, I am enlarging your heart. When dreams fall, I am anchoring your identity in me, not in success. Walk with me, eyes lifted, heart wide open. Let your deeds resound beyond time, echoing into eternity. So take this journey beside me, eyes lifted, heart unguarded, trusting that every step you take, every breath you draw, rests in the cradle of my constant love. When a quiet stirring rises within, don't silence it. Even if uncertainty shrouds your mind, lean in. I will illuminate the unseen path ahead. I rarely summon those who feel prepared. I prepare those I call. What I seek is not your perfection, but your permission. A yielded heart is the key that opens doors you cannot yet perceive, doors that flood desolate places with hope and light up the unlikely corners with my radiance. Faith isn't a monument forged in a day. It's the tender shoot that pierces through hard soil when you dare to take one trembling step, believing I'll provide the strength to carry you through. Look now to the legacy I've placed in your hands. The sacred birthright you carry is my own. You are not a bystander in the tempests of life. I've armed you with divine tools, the quiet might of prayer, the liberating joy of worship, and the unwavering truth of my word. These aren't tokens or rituals. They're living powers that alter the invisible and shift the visible. A whispered prayer, steeped in trust, is an arrow of light that slices through darkness. A mind saturated with my word finds clarity like a blade honed to perfection. And worship, oh, when your heart lifts in adoration, chaos loses its grip. Your burdens dissolve in the brilliance of my majesty. I see you, beloved. I wrap you in grace. Your trials are not unnoticed. Your petitions never fall on deaf ears. If these words stir your soul, it is because I am calling you deeper. Your generosity, your yes, isn't merely a gift. It's a declaration of trust. Receive what I've set before you, and you will feel your spirit rise, your fears unravel, and a quiet courage take root. Remember my son, Jesus, how he walked a fractured world, offering gentleness to the weary, truth to the proud, and healing to the broken. His life, poured out on the rugged cross, is my greatest love letter. When shame whispers lies, fix your gaze on that cross. See how I held nothing back to call you mine. He felt what you feel, rejection, sorrow, temptation. Yet through it all, he remained a fountain of grace, even praying for those who pierced him. Let his life awaken fierce compassion in you, a love that dares, a forgiveness that stretches, a life that radiates my goodness. You were not made for small stories. Your purpose reaches beyond the boundaries of your days. Every act of kindness, each word of truth, every quiet offering, these are seeds sown in sacred soil. Some will bloom now, others in seasons yet to come, but none will be wasted. Let your life shine like a lighthouse, guiding the lost toward hope. The road will not always be easy. There will be days when your faith sets you apart, misunderstood, or even mocked. But root this in your soul. Your worth isn't defined by applause or scorn. My affirmation is your anchor. If I call you blessed, no one can revoke it. Walk boldly, but stay gentle. Stand firm, but love tenderly. Cling to truth, not to conquer, but to redeem. Your life, lived in quiet faith, will shout louder than any argument. And they will notice the peace that steadies you, the joy that flickers in your eyes, the hope that won't break. And some, curious and aching, will draw near. Point them to me, and let me do the rest. Keep your vision on the eternal. Earth's highs and lows are but a breath, yet you carry eternity within. Every foundation you lay on my truth reverberates forever. Don't let fleeting distractions pull you from your divine design. You are my emissary, a living messenger of redemption in a world that's forgotten how to hope. Yes, you dwell here, but your citizenship is in a kingdom where justice flows like rivers and peace knows no end. Keep this vision close, and the storms won't shake you. I know you wonder about tomorrow, but trust this, I am already there. For now, pour yourself into today. Be present. Maybe it's a listening ear for a friend, a table open to a stranger, a wild leap that makes your pulse race. Take it. Prepare wisely, but don't let fear steal this day. With each sunrise, my mercy rises too, fresh and full. Listen for my whisper. It may come through scripture, through a stranger's voice, through silence in your spirit. When you feel the nudge, act. Swift obedience opens doors that delay might close. Release your grip. Let my spirit lead. In that surrender, you'll find the freedom your soul longs for. You'll step into a grander story, holy ground hidden in ordinary hours. Steward well what I've given. If you can sing, lift your song for my glory. If you can guide, lead with wisdom and gentleness. If you can create, Let your work mirror my wonder. Your gifts are not for safekeeping. They are rivers meant to bless and reveal my beauty. Your talents are sacred trust. Don't bury them for fear of failing. Own them, offer them, and watch me multiply their impact. Through your art, let them see my creativity. Through your grit, let them witness my constancy. You may feel unseen, uncelebrated it, but I see you. Every quiet act, every hard choice, every drop of selfless love, I gather them all. And in eternity, none will be forgotten. Don't let resentment or despair take root. Let my recognition light a fire within you. I who began this good work in you, I will bring it to fullness. Your presence carries ripple effects. You impact the hearts around you, your children, your co-workers, strangers watching from afar. Your life carries weight. Let your influence point them to me. Let your patience, humility, and unshakable love reveal my nature. You are a living scroll, your story a visible testament to my grace. You don't have to hide your cracks. Bring them into the light. For it's through your humanity that my glory shines most fiercely. I'm not asking you to be flawless, just to be willing. Your body, too, is sacred, a vessel where my spirit dwells. Tend to it with reverence. Rest. Eat well. Breathe. Not out of vanity, but as an act of worship. When you are whole, you pour out life. And as you live this generous, whole, honest life, see how I replenish you. Give from the overflow, not out of guilt. Sometimes a word, a meal, a presence, given in love, matters more than gold. Even now, I am untangling the knots of worry within you. You fear what others think. You question if you're enough. But in my eyes, you are already chosen, already loved. Let my love be your courage. Let it quiet the noise of critique. When you walk in alignment with me, human approval fades. My affirmation is your fortress. Saturate your mind with my promises. Speak them over your days, your tasks, your nights. My word is your compass, your blade, your anchor. Let it become your rhythm. And remember, your value is eternal. Whether you succeed or stumble, I will not turn from you. Let that truth fuel your hope. And if you fall, rise. Come home again. My arms are always open. The road of faith is not a straight line, but a mosaic of stumbles and restarts, all stitched together with grace. When the voice of shame whispers, "You are not enough," know this, that is not my voice. Mine calls you beloved, called, sent, loved beyond measure. Yes, you are flawed, but it is upon your imperfections that my power writes its boldest beauty. So keep going, keep sowing, keep loving. Be the one who steps forward. Your gentle, yes, can ignite revival. Your story, its bruises, its breakthroughs, matters. It could be the spark someone else needs to believe again. Let your life declare, God is not distant. He is here, in every chapter, in every breath, and He is not finished with you yet. I have come to gather the scattered embers of your soul, says the Lord, and rekindle them with the breath of my nearness. For I have long walked among the ruins you feared were forgotten, and I have not turned my face away. I have heard the echo of your prayers, the silent ache buried beneath years of hope deferred, and I have gathered every unspoken longing as precious incense rising before me. I am not a distant God, hidden behind curtains of indifference. I am the God who draws near, the God who stoops low to bind up wounds still weeping beneath your smile. I have measured your sorrow. I have marked your tears, and not one has fallen to the ground unnoticed. You are not forsaken. You are cradled in the womb of my remembrance. This is not the end. This is the turning. I am rewriting your story, not with ink, but with oil. The oil of gladness in place of your mourning. The fragrance of hope where decay once lingered. I am unfurling a new chapter where your hands once trembled to turn the page. I have not come to merely console, but to resurrect. The dry bones of lost time, of buried dreams, of what seemed irreparably broken. Watch as I breathe my spirit into them. I am not restoring you to what was. I am lifting you into what was always ordained to be. You are stepping into the fullness of your name, the one I whispered over you before time began. I am removing the garments of shame and clothing you in garments woven from light. I am the Father who runs, not walks, toward his child. I come not with reprimand, but with rings and robes. I come not with condemnation, but with celebration. For the wilderness you endured was not your grave. It was the furnace where gold was born. Now arise. I am blowing upon the coals, and a flame is awakening in your belly. I am placing a new sound in your voice, a new strength in your step. You will no longer limp beneath the weight of yesterday. You will dance. Whisper this into the dawn. Extend the essence of my love to 3 weathered hearts today, and behold as my brilliance sunders their night. I shall revive what was forfeited, reconstruct what was shattered, reclaim what seems squandered, and exhale fresh breath into your spirit once more. But beloved, hear this plea. Cease your fleeing, unplug from the numbing noise, and divorce yourself from the distractions that dull your soul. Be still. Be transparent. Let me in. Do not misconstrue my forbearance as distance. I am not indifferent. Some who read these words feel a flicker stir within, but then turn back to routine, unchanged. Days blur into weeks, weeks into months, and the holy urgency that once sparked hope fades into a dim echo. Listen with reverence. I do not wish you to be swept into the undertow of spiritual delay. That is why I call again. Linger with this word until its final breath. Let it saturate your soul. Share it if you are moved, but above all, let it propel you into divine momentum. This is how regret is averted. This is how your path realigns with the blueprint I've drawn in eternity. Child of my heart, do not forget. The rhythm of my warnings pulses with ferocious affection, not condemnation. My highest desire is not to punish, but to pull you close. Even when the world snarls with chaos, my arms remain flung wide, ready to envelope you. I see your frailty and your fire, your yesterdays, todays, and tomorrows, and still, I call you mine. If my love were not infinite, I would not speak with such urgency. But here I am, now, leaning into this moment with you, yearning for you to rest in the sanctuary of my grace. Time is tightening. You have wandered through wastelands of heartache, confusion, and trial. But hear me. Your story is not over. Better chapters are unfolding. I'm not finished etching glory into your pages. Indeed, the finest hour awaits you, if you remain near. This is my final beckoning in this message. Do not dismiss it. I've sent this word out of love, to spare you needless anguish, to draw you deeper into sacred trust, and to confirm my ceaseless affection. Let these truths echo through your ribcage long after your eyes drift from this page. Let them summon bravery, align you with my direction, and invite you to embrace the radiant path I've prepared. Thank you for lingering till now. Thank you for unlocking even a sliver of your heart to my voice. If you sense my spirit stirring within you, Do not close the gates again. Obey. Trust. Step. I stand ready to pour out direction, favor, and strength in proportion to your courage. O beloved, do not waver. This message is your sign. I see your ache. I've heard your weeping. I am weaving miracles where none seem possible. Your act of faith, whether it's a click, a prayer, or a tear, opens the gates of my provision. Lean your ear to my whisper. I approach not with condemnation, but with longing. I come to unveil the radiance I've planted within you, a brilliance that no shadow can quench. Let my whisper cleanse the residue of shame, silence the echoes of wounds once inflicted. I am the ever-constant, unshaken through yesterday, steady in today, and blazing into your forever. Even now, I'm laboring inside you, repairing the invisible fractures, drawing you gently from the mire of bitterness. The wounds of betrayal and cruelty may still burn, but my renewing presence is cascading over you like a sacred stream. As the evening stretches long and your head finds the pillow, release the gnawing anxiety. Let me hold you. Let me still the storm in your thoughts. There is no fall too deep, no fracture too wide, that my faithfulness cannot reach across. That fog of isolation, that ache of feeling forgotten, it dissolves in my embrace. I cradle your heart like a lullaby, brushing away every tear, wrapping you in warmth that no cold can steal. Breathe deeply now. Inhale the holy hush between us. My nearness is a balm, a shield, a liberator. My wisdom will guide you through every forked path. You've encountered the mockers, the pretenders, the ones who bartered truth for trinkets. But now, I unveil my gaze upon you, a treasure more radiant than diamonds. My grace has filled your vessel, so you may pour into parched ones. As you share this, others will feel my arms through your kindness. In your faithful return to me, when others forgot, you stirred heaven, not with noise, but with the symphony of loyalty. Your steadfastness is rare, a sacred gem. Your devotion, weathered, resilient, sincere, moves me deeply. And now, I am drawing you into realms of exquisite grace where my voice declares your destiny, where triumph rises from dust. Each dawn I water your soul with living breath. I've extended your days so that you might witness the unfolding grandeur of my promises. I've anointed you with sacred oil, healing you, strengthening you, preparing you to soar. I am teaching you the cadence of my timing, when to run, when to wait, when to be still. When the winds roar, plant your feet. I will be your guiding flame, your fortress of light. And as you move among the thirsty, they will sense the divine current pulsing from your life. They may not name it, but they will feel the holy fire I've kindled in you. Do not say, "It is too late." Do not say, "The years are lost." For I am the Redeemer of time. I stretch forth my hand and gather the fragments, and in my hand, they are not broken pieces, they are building stones. This is the hour of my unveiling in you. What was hidden shall now be revealed. What was silent shall now sing. What was dormant shall now rise. I have not forgotten you. I have been forming you. And now, my child, you shall emerge, not merely healed, but holy. Not merely found, but crowned. Prepare yourself, for your mourning shall be turned to dancing. Your ashes shall birth gardens, and your name shall be hope. By my design, you are wondrous, crafted with intention, destined for majesty. Let no venomous word redefine you. I have sealed you with my mark. You are a vessel forged in my flame, refined in adversity, prepared now to overflow. They may marvel at your endurance, but we know the truth. Your strength is born of my breath. Let these words be a fortress around your mind. I, the orchestrator of galaxies, walk beside you. My presence annihilates dread, uproots hesitation. Victory awaits, tailored by my own hands. No force can sever what I've bound together. Even in your missteps, my love stays. In your darkest hour, I chased you, shielded you from unseen storms. You will learn in time how many wars were won without your knowledge, how many dangers turned aside, sicknesses stilled, schemes dismantled. My chosen one, I summon you into life abundant. Let go of fear. Receive the treasures I've prepared. I am guarding even those you cherish most. My wish is for them to walk beside you into this sacred trust. Tell them, what feels like loss may be preparation. What closes may be protection. I cradle every unfolding thread. Even when doors close, I weave resurrection. Tell them to praise me in drought and in deluge, for gratitude births wonders. Today, I speak tenderly yet urgently. Still yourself. Breathe. Let the noise hush. I long for you to drink every syllable of this love. And yes, there is correction, but born of mercy. There are tangled vines within your heart. I see them. Trust me to unearth them, not to shame, but to free. As you surrender them, I will multiply beauty in barren places. Let me pull weeds of complaint, pluck out the poison of cynicism, and plant wild hope in its place. Surround yourself with voices of truth. Flee from those who peddle fear or sow division. Today, I set a holy crossroads before you. Choose my promise or drift from wonder. Choose faith over cynicism. Choose expectancy over apathy. If you release your bitterness and grasp hope with both hands, you will see transfigurations that leave you breathless. Blessings will cascade into your finances. Love will bloom where relationships frayed. Strength will flood your weary limbs. And purpose will blaze like sunrise on the sea. My child, I am here, my arms wide, my voice strong. Listen well. Great things are not just coming. They are being birthed even now. Let your home be a haven of peace. Let joy be the very air you breathe. You are my masterpiece, woven with wonder, robed in my covenant, wrapped in my promise. Let your soul rest here, in the unmoved, eternal truth of who I am. My nearness became as whisper light as breath, unseen, yet encircling you in every still space. And you, rather than resisting the hush, leaned into me, your devotion unfeigned, a symphony that quickens my heart. I cherish the soul who walks beside me through sunlit ascent and shadowed descent alike. You are not adrift in chance, nor etched by triviality, but formed with exquisite exactness, a tapestry of holy design. Within you kindles a sovereign ember, compassion that mirrors my mercy, resolve that echoes my omnipotence, an illuminescent hope that guides the hearts of wanderers back into my embrace. I long to anoint your days with divine richness, to saturate your hours with purpose that reverberates through eternity, to crown your hands with the joy only fulfillment knows. My favor will not merely touch you, it will cascade, overflowing into the lives around you, spilling like oil over the heads of your beloved, seeping into the soil of distant lands. You will stand as a beacon blazing through tempest, a living testament of my unshakable love, lifting the heavy-hearted, igniting the lost. Watch now as I unfurl victories before your feet, removing every barricade between you and the breadth of my promises. Let your life become an illuminated manuscript, a legacy of unwavering faith and fierce endurance. Let your lips rise as trumpets of my love, proclaiming the wonders I've already wrought, and heralding the marvels yet to be born. Invite your kin, your companions, your circle of breath, into this sacred pilgrimage, that they too may be kissed by the transforming blaze of my hand. I will saturate your speech with holy clarity, boldness wrapped in tenderness, revealing the lavishness of my affection to hungry hearts. Walk with deliberate awe. Pursue wisdom like a deer pants for streams. Let hope be the seedbed of your days. The hour of inertia has dissolved. Now is the dawning of bold strides. The blessings I have cupped in eternity are tipping now, spilling into your world, remaking landscapes you've only glimpsed in dreams. The crucibles of yesterday have forged within you a sacred architecture. You are ready now to cradle the abundance I am unlocking. When my favor pours out, it will not trickle, it will saturate. Every corridor of your life will resound with supernatural surge, and your testimony will roar across cities and seas. My name shall be magnified through your flourishing, and many will stand silenced by wonder at what I have unveiled in you. Child of my breath, never question the blaze of my unending love. No force born of earth or whisper of hell can thwart my longing to raise you up. Your future rests sealed within my palm. I am the king over every cosmos. Let no venom-drenched tongue nor shadowed rumor fracture your serenity. Their arrows are dust before the fortress of your worth. Only my love defines you. Cast away every lie that defies the mercy I've etched across your life, and feast instead on the table of my affirmations. I crafted you with precision, and only I wield the voice that names you. I am intimately bound to your unspoken longings, the fragile dreams tucked like petals into the chambers of your soul. Even those you dare not voice, I know. Place them gently in my timing, for I perfect all things in beauty. Anchor yourself in the declarations I have spoken over you. These words are iron and eternity. Nothing can dissolve them. My will to shield you, to sustain you, to lead you forward, it stands untrembled. Pour your heart into my presence. Serve with a spirit wild and wide open. Treasure those precious to you, where laughter overflows and sorrow softens in shared silence. Honor the ones who've weathered life at your side, for I have stitched loyal souls into your journey. And turn your gaze outward, to those aching for a single brush of kindness, to the overlooked, the weary, the dimly burning wicks. Pour out what I have lavished into you, tenderness, truth, and strength that lifts. When you love like this, you mirror my essence. And if some spurn your kindness or carve you with betrayal, know this, I too love those who reject me. Yet my mercy does not relent. Let your love be relentless. Your capacity to care is not born of human fragility. It is my spirit echoing within you. Your resilience, your provision, they flow not from human allegiance, but from me alone. Fix your vision on me. We walk this road as one, my hand clasped tight to yours. No darkness, no danger, no loss can pry you from my hold. If my presence has stirred your soul, respond in faith. Release the tethers of fear, and rest, wholly wrapped in the warmth of my power. Time and again, the adversary has lunged, but I have been your bulwark, your immovable wall of fire. Even when shadows thickened, I was the lantern glowing at your feet. I have placed you on unbreakable ground. Even when despair's fingers reach, they cannot find you. Pause now, beloved. Let me whisper beyond the noise. Still the world for a breath. And here, you are loved, not in fleeting, gentle words, but in a vow forged in my very being. unshatterable and eternal. The stars, they testify. The sun, it is my kiss each morning. Creation sings my devotion to you. As twilight folds around you, lay your burdens at my feet like autumn leaves. Let my peace saturate your soul like rain on parched earth. And when dawn cracks open, drink deep the mercy I've prepared. Step boldly into joy. True living is not breath alone. It is binding your essence to mine and discovering delight in every heartbeat. My beloved, I have summoned the womb of your future to open wide. I have called forth the matrix of new beginnings to awaken from slumber and birth what has long been nestled in my mind concerning you. There shall be no more delay. The seals are broken, and the time has ripened. The vaults of heaven have swung open at my command, releasing the harvest of promises you once cradled in tears and travail. You will now see the manifestation of what you once only imagined in glimpses. The shadows that tried to choke your expectation shall scatter like mist before my breath. For I have arisen with favor in my eyes toward you, and I am extending my scepter of acceleration. You will not wait as you once did. You will not be bypassed or pushed aside. What had been withheld will now pursue you. What seemed lost will be restored with multiplied glory. You will walk through open doors I have crafted with my own hand. Doors no man can shut, no demon can block, no system can deny. This is the hour where the barren shall sing, where the forsaken shall be adorned with my affection, where the overlooked shall be crowned with my oil. I am shifting your atmosphere and pulling back the curtain of delay. I am commanding time to obey the rhythm of my will concerning you. Every not yet is turning into now. Every someday is being forged into today. I have hastened my word, and I will perform it. I have forged with you an everlasting covenant, etched in the unshifting essence of my being. So arise, beloved, and stride into each new dawn cloaked in the luminescence I have ignited within your innermost being. Let these hallowed verities sculpt your thoughts, temper your tongue, and ordain your actions. You are never abandoned, nor shall you ever be, for I am Emmanuel, God ever at hand, unwavering through storm and stillness. When the dusk of doubt drapes your heart and the embers of belief seem to wane, return to these divine affirmations. Let them breathe upon your spirit, rekindling it into a fervent blaze. Your life is a rare jewel placed in your keeping, meant to be lived ablaze with holy intent and ever-awakened wonder at the majesty of my grace. March forward with courage, declaring my kindness into every sphere of your world, certain that my unwavering affection will anchor you without falter. And now, cherished soul, if these utterances have kindled a holy stirring within you, if fresh hope has dawned upon your weary places, scatter this flame. Extend it. Let others warm themselves by its radiance. As you share, the circle widens, and together we cast a net of brilliance, drawing wandering hearts into my fold of comfort and truth. If your heart feels the tug, leave your signature upon this word, an amen, a lifting of the hand, a whispered prayer, and remain tethered to the flow of my revelation. In doing so, you become a vessel of my gentleness, a carrier of divine compassion, reaching those hungering for solace. Receive my benediction. Move in peace. Grasp tightly this truth. I am with you, cradling you close to my heart, now and evermore. Amen. My precious one, I see you. I see the burdens stitched to your back, the ache of days that blend into wearied nights. The pulse of life has pressed hard against your flame, threatening to smother the sacred fire within. But hear this. I have never turned my face from you, not for a breath, not for a blink. I walk with you through every trial, every tedious turning of the clock. More than that, I am shaking the heavens, gathering a deluge of my might to rush into your life like a divine tempest. Be watchful, for in this very moment I am dispatching signs, vivid markers of my delight and favor, poised to overtake you in a flood of holy intervention. I am dismantling the mundane scaffolding that has hemmed you in, tearing apart the lifeless loops that tether you to lesser things. Ready yourself for the sudden pivot, the uncharted appointment, the divine disruption. You will collide with kindred spirits, ones I myself have placed in your path, who will elevate and advance your calling. For some, I am sealing close the chambers that have confined you far too long, rooms of depletion, bonds forged in shadows, agreements that have siphoned your strength and dimmed your soul. These severings will be swift, sacred, and final, clearing the terrain for new paths I am chiseling through the wilderness. The tremor may unsettle you, the in-between may blur your sense of place. Yet this liminal crossing is no mistake. It is holy ground, a corridor of alignment where the fullness of my promise begins to manifest. Some of you have already unfastened the shackles of limitation and stepped beyond the perimeter of bondage. You are on the edge, not yet immersed in the promise, but no longer enslaved by the past. Do not retreat. I am opening celestial gates before you. Behind the veil, tectonic shifts are rumbling. Your breakthrough, the very one you've agonized for in prayer, wept for in hidden hours, is brushing against your threshold. It draws near. Shall I tell you how to recognize the bounty when it arrives? How to see with spirit-sharpened sight the signature of my hand? Watch for the sacred dance of divine choreography, steps arranged with flawless precision. I will align you with encounters spun from eternity, familiar faces returning with fresh purpose, strangers who carry pieces of your destiny. These meetings will arrive wrapped in ease, devoid of striving, infused with unmistakable resonance. My spirit will whisper, and you will know. These are threads of destiny I have long woven into your life's sacred tapestry. You will also behold miraculous multiplication. Provision, resources, sustenance, finances will surface from concealed springs at the hour most needed. Debts will collapse like dust, some canceled by my word, others met by sudden currents of increase. New income streams, soul-rich work, ventures you hadn't imagined. They will rise as if summoned by my breath. And wisdom, fresh and bright as morning dew, will be poured into your thoughts. Strategies, clarity, revelatory insight, all gifted without toil. Old questions will find resolution. Direction will unfold, illuminated by my abiding nearness. Prayer will become flame. The air around you will shimmer with alignment. My spirit will move upon your declarations, and heaven will bend low in response. Fortresses of resistance will fall. Prolonged battles, unjust hindrances, resolved in a flurry of sudden deliverance. Justice will surge like a roaring river. Even in stillness, my presence will thicken. Gifts long dormant will awaken. Powers you did not earn, graces you did not chase, but now wield with holy ease. Your life will spill over, nourishing the world around you. But first, let go of what has dulled, what has expired. Some endings must arrive. Some comforts must be surrendered. Trust my rhythm, dearest one. The pruning, though piercing, is my preparation for your enlargement. Even when chaos swirls like wild winds, I am beneath it all, the sovereign artisan, reordering every fragment. I am exposing decay, dismantling illusion, and laying a new groundwork of glory. The disorder is not a detour. It is my divine canvas, and what I craft from it will leave you breathless. Do not judge what is still mid-stroke. Trust me when the brush seems heavy, the colors strange. I complete what I begin, and when I unveil the masterpiece, you will know. Every line was love, every hue ordained. I have placed my stillness within you. Let it ripple outward. Pass this word to 3 weary souls, and watch as my spirit fans their hope into flame. Beloved, the hour has arrived for a downpour of favor that far eclipses anything your eyes have yet seen. Vaults of grace once hindered by adversarial forces now stand open, ready to cascade into every crevice of your existence. Align with me. Walk in fidelity. Ready yourself, hands, soul, home, for the weight of what I am about to release. Enlargement is necessary. Your inner tent must stretch. For what I am bestowing, greater callings, vast territory, abundance without sorrow, demands a deeper self to hold it. Welcome the stretch. Say yes. Transformation is trembling on the threshold. Stagnant places will surge with life. Thought forms once rooted in ruin will be unearthed. Fear will crumble beneath the forward rush of faith. The atmosphere itself will quiver with the resonance of my promises. This is your inheritance. It has always been yours. Step forward with joy unshackled. Every chain from past lack and lingering anguish is being shattered. Residue of limitation will be swept away, replaced by fragrant winds of liberty. What once bloomed only through toil will now flourish with ease. My favor is at your door, ready to saturate every void with holy overflow. Lift your voice, let gratitude rise. Consecrate yourself afresh. Prayer and fasting will refine your spirit to carry the glory about to descend. Speak what I've done. Declare it wide. Let others be drawn into the joy that now floods your days. My beloved child, hear this call as your divine summons. I am leading you into uncharted realms of promise. The known, the comfortable, the familiar, they have reached their end. They cannot travel with you into this new horizon. Let them go. The people and places that brought you this far have fulfilled their sacred role. Now I beckon you beyond. Trust me, a breathtaking landscape awaits, brimming with promise, humming with unseen possibility. You were ordained before time was born. Every trial, every tear, has deepened your capacity to carry my presence. Even your wounds were holy vessels, carved to hold my glory. The hour has struck. Receive your royal portion. A new page turns. A higher realm opens. Prepare your heart to sense the whisper of my movement. I am rerouting your feet toward flourishing. With gentleness, I am releasing you from places that no longer nourish you. Follow my voice. Step into the magnitude of what I've prepared. I have called you by name to walk in brilliance and truth. Delay no more. Come, draw near. I am here. Amen.